Jim asked Aurora, who was making the rounds after they had become acquainted for some time, and she recognized him. Both of them put on clothes and go outside. At the point when Aurora returns, she's fortified and goes to Jim's inn to engage in sexual relations. Jim has planned a special surprise for Aurora's birthday now that another year has passed. He made a ring for Aurora. Aurora enters the bar and lets Arthur know that she and Jim have no insider facts. And Jim concurs, despite the fact that Arthur perceives this to mean Jim let Aurora know that he worked her up. Arthur informs Aurora that Jim made the right decision by stirring Aurora up when he enters the men's room. Crestfallen and furious, Aurora encourages her to avoid Jim. She enters his hotel one night while he is resting and follows him with her hand on his shoulder. Jim uses the boat radio to represent himself as Aurora runs, but Aurora screams that Jim killed her. The control room receives more and more system dissatisfaction alerts as a result of all of this activity. I've seen everything. Since the meteorite struck, many years have passed. Lawrence Fishburne's deck group boss Gus shows up in the hall one day upset and wakes up as planned. Hibernation units have never failed for me. His wristband takes them to the question room, where they find that the boat's altered diagnostics have fizzled and should really look at each deck. Gus is dissatisfied with streaming, indicating that the PC was the primary complaint 2 years ago. And Aurora is almost choking in the pool as a result of the significant gravitational frustrations. He stated that it might open up a number of opportunities. Gus confirms that energy diversion and gradual business change were caused by very little underlying disappointment, but that the burden was unreasonable and frustration grew. Caused the entire group and the explorers are at risk because the boat is in danger of sinking into space. Although manual research is required to locate the first affected location, it was located in a significant mechanical district. Jim and Aurora take him to the hospital and put him in a clinical self-assessment scanner. His body is covered in a variety of rots, and the departure of the hibernation unit is threatening his extinction. He gives Jim and Aurora a bracelet so they can get to the boat district where they need to fix things, knowing full well that they will fail miserably in uniform. Jim and Aurora discover an opening caused by a meteor passing through a basic area during the plan. Increase. She blocks it with pills that Jim presses on her, and Jim seals the opening further with liquid cork. Learn. Jim must repair it outside in his spacesuit because manual replacement does not work. He in the end gets into the exhaust conduit and opens his wrinkle, yet it doesn't remain open except if Jim keeps it open for the manual vent to work. Aurora fights Jim on the radio because she doesn't want to lose him, but she pulls the switch. Jim's suit will have a gap in it, his
free version that you are using is limited to speaking a maximum of 1,000 characters. Please upgrade to full version to remove this limitation.
Her boat returns to normal after some time. Jim takes command of Autodeck and informs Aurora that he believed he could induce Aurora into hibernation by deleting the request in the emergency room, but that doing so would again isolate him from the others. I chose to remain cognizant and share her boat presence with him. After 88 years. It's the finish of a field trip. The chief and the gathering know. Come to an incredible lobby. There's a beast tree. then a ton of plants and vegetation, flying birds and a lodging, where Jim and Aurora can reside. In Aurora's narration, we learn about their travel history and how they managed to live a respectable life where they were.